Hey, everybody. I am so excited, and we're so excited to have everybody here. And we are live. It's the live James Knight Show. We are here with my good friend, Dan Ashendorf. Today, this is a free webinar. You know what? There's something else later you can pick up if you want or not. It doesn't matter one way or another. But I'm going to tell you, it is fantastic what we have here. Because what we're going to do is, it's a free webinar that we're going to teach you today about how one of my friends, and we're going to go through it, where they're making over $200,000 so far this year, and it's not even the end of the year. It's like, what, the 11th month? So, you know what? These are the secrets that they've been doing all throughout their whole career. And one of the secrets that they've been doing is they know how to drive massive traffic to anything that they want, really, with free and paid traffic. Right, Dan?
Yeah, absolutely, James. In fact, just to elaborate on what you just said, if you look at my Skype, you know how you can have little mood things on the Skype. And what I do, what I've got on there is building websites is easy, but driving traffic is hard, right? Because people think that all they do is you just pay a developer like maybe $100 to build a website and they've got a business. But that's not the case. You know, the real art and science of this is to know how to drive traffic. And this is what we're going to be talking about today. I'm super excited because traffic is really where it's at. And I think this course today that we're going to be talking about is very comprehensive, and it really does teach people exactly that. So really stoked about that.
Definitely. I'm totally excited about it also. So today, what are we going to learn today? Well, number one, we're going to learn about forums. How are people driving traffic to forums? And we're not going to take all day with everything. I'm not going to take too much of your time. This is going to be around about 10 minutes or so. So this is real going to be quick, but you're going to learn a huge amount of information in this 10 minutes. And so the next one, you're going to learn about YouTube. You're going to learn how to drive traffic with YouTube. Next one you're going to learn is about solo ads. How can you get, as soon as you start driving ads with the solo ads and start getting into solo traffic, you get almost instantaneous results. Would you like to learn that? Of course you would, I think, because this is the lifeblood of any kind of business. Like, you know, imagine Walmart with no traffic, no customers. It's going to be empty store. And then the other one is press release. We're going to talk about press releases and how that drives traffic. And then we're going to talk about email traffic. Very simple stuff, but this is the foundation of how a lot of people are making $200,000 before even the end of the year. And I'm going to show you everything of how they're doing it, all their ninja secrets. We're not going to leave anything hardly out. So I hope you're excited. So let's just jump right in. Dan, I know that you're a master at forum traffic, especially on, you know, Warrior Plus, really. How have you been doing with that?
Absolutely. I mean, forums are very, very good. It's good for both making connections and also finding affiliates, because, you know, forums is all about, James, still, oh, right, okay, sorry, I've lost you there. Yeah, absolutely, because forums is all about the sort of connections you make, the sort of you build on the forum. It's about building trust. And once people get to know you, like you, and they see that you add value on the forum, you know, that's when you really start making the big money. So it's a combination of, you know, the actual output that you have, the volume of posts, so this persona that you build on forums. Okay, so it's really having these two things together, and that's where the big money is. And I always say in my webinars that you know, when I started a few years ago, this is like going about 5 or 6 years ago, I used to have a vending machine company. Okay, and there was this lady, she was in a UK business forum, and she was posting a lot, and she was one of the moderators, and I just trusted her implicitly because there was so much social proof, and everyone liked her and trusted her, and she was providing value. And lo and behold, 6 months later, I paid that woman close to $15,000 to start a vending machine company, because I knew her and I trusted her. And I think that's the beauty of forum. You know, there's a lot of traffic to be had, a lot of business to be had there.
Definitely. And forums are really, you know, huge right now. And one of the best ways is the Warrior Forum. And a lot of people what they're doing is they're driving traffic through this, but with the use of Warrior Forum. And I'm going to come right back on camera real quick and explain how I'm doing this. Is that they do maybe $1 product. It could be, for example, a audio or a video or a free report, and then they charge $1, and then they're getting tons of leads. Or you can get a free offer, and you can get tons of leads there. And this is all driving traffic and helping you build your email list. And this is how a lot of these big guys are doing this. And then once they get the leads, then they mail them offers, or maybe they try a coaching or something like that. So it's really strong, and it's really a good way to build up a lot of traffic almost overnight. What do you think about that, Dan?
I think it's exactly that, James. I think you've hit the nail on the head. It's about the $1 offers, building your subscriber list that way. And you know what? With forums, if you can do it, if you find someone else that you can collaborate with, I would outsource it personally, because you can either do it yourself in forums, but if I could, possibly there was someone who could write well, I would just pay them maybe, $3 to $5 an hour, and just let them literally go through the forums, be very, very helpful, make a lot of contacts, just get a lot of output onto the forum, so that your signature is always visible, and then people click on your signature, and then this is how they're drawn into your offer. So possibly if you could outsource forum marketing, I would seriously look at that. But I think it's a very, very potent way of making your list bigger.
Definitely. And then let's jump onto YouTube real quick. YouTube is definitely a quick way to actually send a lot of traffic. Why? Because it's the third biggest network, especially a lot of people. Everybody is looking at videos or asking questions, maybe how to get a free iPhone 6s, or how to maybe lose weight real quick within a week. That's a long tail keyword. So that's an extremely quick way to drive a lot of traffic to anything you want. And YouTube, especially when you have the right keyword, you can literally almost rank within maybe an hour. And how is this done, and how quick and why is this done? Because I'll give you a story, an example. I have an offline client, and this person was a plumber. And what I did was I did like plumbing Spartanburg, and I put, I don't remember, me see plumber Spartanburg and fast service. It was just a long tail keyword, but that's something that a lot of people that were searching for a plumber were looking for, a plumber in Spartanburg and fast service. And the reason was because they have an emergency. And I got that video ranked probably within about 20 minutes. So if you go for the right keyword, you can drive lots of traffic to whatever you want. Or if it's affiliate product, for example, if you see, for example, something coming up in ClickBank or CPA, for example, you know that maybe the next iPhone that's going to be is iPhone 7, right? So chances are, if you get your video already started and get it ranked, what's going to happen is once the iPhone 7 comes out and then the CPA offers, you're going to be first in line, and you're going to probably get hundreds of thousands of views almost overnight, because all those people are searching for that. And what you can do is just do a review of that and say, for example, if you have an iPhone, you can start talking about the iPhone right here and say, hey, this does this, does this. And after that, what's going to happen is that it's just going to drive massive traffic just by showing an iPhone. And I'm going to tell you, does this work? Yeah, it does. I do very well promoting the iPhone on the YouTube. Have you seen that for yourself, Dan, with YouTube driving traffic?
Yes, absolutely. So I think I've lost the connection there for a minute. Yeah, yes, absolutely. So YouTube is an incredibly busy website. And as you say, James, it's about knowing the basic things to do on YouTube, which is to optimize the keywords, which is to have the right tags. I've listened to a really, really interesting seminar, actually. I was saying that the source file on your hard drive should match the keywords on YouTube as well. And that synchronizes it, because then YouTube recognizes that the file was up, that's the original file, so that you're not putting multiple files on there. And they can also authenticate the time at which you use the file. So they do all these very, very clever things. So once you know these simple steps, and you can rank on YouTube, and as you know, there's two ways of ranking on YouTube. There's the videos part. If you go to Google, you just key in the iPhone or whatever. You can search on the on that keyword on videos, and you can search on it on Google search as well. So basically, you get double value for your money there. You know, if you ranked, there's a lot of people that just search on videos, and there is a lot of people that search on general search, and you find that the successful videos do well in both fronts. So that's very, very powerful indeed, James.
Definitely. And then the next subject is solo ads. Look,
Yeah.
a lot of people are asking about solo ads. And best way to do that is you can go on Warrior Forum and you can look for a good for a solo guy who's actually going to sell you good, clean solo ads. Or you can go on Facebook and find somebody. There's tons of recommendations. But it's probably the quickest way and easiest way to get massive traffic to any offer you want, especially if it's a high-end product. Some people are maybe going after a $297 product. You know what? Can you imagine actually purchasing a bunch of solo ads and then you get maybe 4 or 5 sales? I mean, this is probably what I find is probably the quickest way to make a lot of money, in my opinion. What do you think, Dan?
Yeah, I think it's great. I mean, I love solo ads because it's people who are primed to be getting offers. So it's like, it's buyers, you know, it's people who've bought these sort of products before. So they're other people's lists, and they're actually to be receiving offers from whoever purchases the solo ad. So unlike other types of traffic, solo ad traffic is basically, it's when you can really hone in to the right sort of demographic, the people who are waiting to receive these offers, the people who are on someone else's list. So it's almost like a rent a list, isn't it? You rent someone else's list and you pay by the click. So I love solo ads because it's such targeted traffic.
Definitely. And then we're going to go through this real quick, folks, because then I'm going to show you really where you're going to find a lot of this over the shoulder and explain a lot further, because I know we're going through it real quick, but we're just touching the tip of the iceberg on this. So there's another one about retargeting, and what retargeting does, which Dan is a master at doing, is, Dan, can you explain retargeting to everybody real quick?
Yeah, so what retargeting is it's basically when you go on a website, they leave cookies on your browser, which is a sort of a digital, and within these cookies, the way that the retargeting companies or the retargeting code works is that anywhere you browse after visiting the website, you will see targeted ads to that to your own sort of requirements or previous browsing habits. And the reason that retargeting is so powerful is it's got 2 very, very important things. First of all, it's a lot cheaper than actually getting someone into the website initially. So let's say that you pay per click. Let's say that you pay 30 cents, you know, on Bing or Google or whatever to visit the website. So once they've visited the website, so it costs you 30p to 30 cents to get there, the retargeting could be maybe 2 to 3 cents after that, right? So it becomes very, very cheap. That's the first strong point about retargeting. The second strong point, statistically, people buy after 7 exposures, right? You know, they browse, let's say they browse an iPhone website, they want to think about it. You know, they want to, you know, they're not going to, some people will take out the credit card there and then, but a lot of people want to think about it. So it takes 7 times for them to see the ad before they decide to go. Retargeting does is it just keeps showing again and again, and boosh, they will catch the customer just at the right time. And, you know, that's why it's so effective.
Definitely. So, folks, you know, Dan's an expert at Facebook. He's an expert at really Amazon, eBay, e-commerce. I'm going to tell you, he's doing really well. And I'm telling you, I mean, sometimes what I do is I call him the $1 million man, because he's doing that. He's doing very well. That's all I have to say about that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what basically, if you decide to go for this one thing, because I arranged a really special deal for everybody. So when you see what it is, you're going to, oh, wow, really. And I just want to show you real quick what it is and take you straight there. And if you have, you know, a few dollars, or, you know, I'm just telling you, it's just, I got you guys a great deal. That's all I can tell you. First of all, it's the underground traffic machine right away. And my good friend, Billy right here, he talks about the intro right here. I mean, he's done way over a couple $100,000 so far. And within 11 months, it's not even, the year's not even ended. And he goes through forum traffic right here. And he explains it step by step, right, throughout. I mean, he leaves nothing else. And then what else I like about it, he walks you through it, right? So that was really cool because he takes you exactly into Warrior Forum, showing you exactly how he sets everything up. That's very important. That's why I love this course so far. And I do like it a lot because I already went through it 3 times. Because, you know what, I just want to make sure this is great for everybody and you're going to get really what you're looking for and how you can send traffic to anything you want. ClickBank, CPA, affiliate offers, YouTube traffic. This is dynamite. You can see I've already went through this a second time already going through it, and I've learned a lot of golden nuggets. But he goes through a lot of it right here. He explains everything. And then what I like again is, what does he do? He goes through it again, over the shoulder. This is all over the shoulders. He's showing you exactly what he does. And then right here, he's going through solo ad traffic. He's explaining it a lot more than what Dan and I have talked about, really, because we only have about 10 minutes or so to do this. And so he explains it throughout here. He goes through a flow chart right here, and it's pretty presented very well. Now, what I also like is he takes you into Facebook. He takes you through Warrior Forum to help you find solo ad people. Now, keep in mind that one of the main things that you want to do is when you do go through a solo ad is that I like click magic. That's where that you can track how many clicks that you're getting and where, you know, how well it's doing. So that's very important. So he also talks about that also. Then he talks about affiliate traffic. Very important. You got to know how to, you know, drive affiliate traffic. He goes step by step. I don't care if you're newbie or you're advanced, you're going to learn a lot about how to do that right here. And then what he does through here, and he also does a walkthrough. Here's email traffic. He's going to teach you about email traffic, which is huge. And again, he teaches from a flow chart. So he takes you step by step. So it doesn't really ramble on. Everything is very congruent. And then right here, FB retargeting. He takes you straight through FB retargeting. And he shows you step by step of how to do this. I don't care if you're a newbie. He just intro to all the way to the advanced level. And then, of course, he does a traffic walkthrough, a case study, showing you exactly how he does it, step by step. Nothing's left out. Press releases. You want to learn about press releases? Here you go. He's going step by step, intro to advanced. And I'm going to tell you, then you can actually click here to download the checklist so that you do not forget one step out of it. I love the product. I love the course. Why? Because he takes you step by step. He doesn't leave you anything out of it. And you know what? And it's priced right. I mean, I had to work hard. I was on the private message with Billy. I said, look, guy, I need a special deal for our audience, right? And I said, otherwise, I'm not going to show it to him. I said, I want a sweetheart deal. So I got you the sweetheart deal. All I have to do is tell you, click the link on the bottom. Dan, I'm going to give you the last word because you know what? Dan's one of my best buddies. He's so knowledgeable. So what would you tell somebody if they're just teetering, really? I mean, it's almost insane why they want it once they see what they're getting.
Absolutely, James. The one thing I would say is that, you know, it is going to be very, very competitively priced. It's going to be less than a cost of a cup of coffee. But so they have to, you know, look at the steps. The steps are very, very self-explanatory. The over-the-shoulder part of it is just a great bargain because it's all good and well seeing things in a PDF, but actually seeing how someone does it in reality is magic. So it's definitely a sort of a paint by numbers. Difficult. You have to take action, and you will make money for sure.
Definitely. Well heard from the $1 Million Man. You know what? What I want you guys to do next is click the link right on the bottom. Check it out. I worked hard to get that price for you. I got you the best price you're going to ever see, really. And I'm going to tell you, remember, I do care about every one of you. I'm helping you trying to help you quit your job. JOB stands for just over broke. Look, folks, if we can get you pulled out of the thing, and don't quit your job right away until you prove this to yourself. I don't want you to say, oh my gosh, I'm going to, no, James, no, we don't do that yet. I said, I want you to prove it, start learning, start, you know, grabbing what I'm telling you, what I'm recommending, really, because what it is that you're investing in your education. It's like, for example, having to go back to school to learn a different trade. Well, you don't have to go through all that rigoromus, right? So I'm just trying to give you everything that's real quick, bow, bow, bow. And I'm going to tell you, a lot of people that have been doing this, I know I can ramble on, everybody, but sometimes within about 2 months of actually teaching this, They're full-time and they're making crazy. But I'm like I said before, it's a case-by-case basis. I mean, they might have had more motivation than you. They might have had more passion than you. So you know what? It's up to you to see how fast you can go full-time in this. So what I ask you to do next is click the link on the bottom, grab it. And you know what? You have nothing to lose. It's a really great course. I went through it with a fine-tooth comb, and it is well over-delivered. I mean, my personal opinion is this is worth 4 to 5 times what they have it priced. But remember, we worked hard, Dan and I, to get you the best price possible. All right? Click the link on the bottom and see you on the next live James Knight Show with Dan. See you, everybody. Bye-bye.
All the best. Bye-bye.